With the Carter 5 finally being out, some of the mystery behind the features and the behind the scenes is all kinda coming to light now. And one of the most unexpected features, X being on Don't Cry, was just explained in an interview Wayne did with, what was his name? Elliot Wilson. And apparently, Wayne had no idea who X was before he heard the feature. So now you begin to wonder, is it possible for Wayne, one of the greatest people in hip hop, to clout chase? Now obviously most people would dismiss that and say, how could Wayne, of all people, chase clout from someone like X? X was big, but not nearly as big as Wayne, and I could understand why people would be confused by that, but that's very much possible. With X having passed, there's a lot of eyes on his name right now though. So anything related to X, his music, features, videos, they're all blowing up because he's just passed. Look at Moonlight. You can literally go on YouTube, type M into the search bar, and I can almost guarantee you that Moonlight will pop up. Right now, at the time of recording this, it's sitting at 37 million views after 6 days, not even an entire week. X's name has a lot of looks right now. So even to someone as big and well known as Wayne, an X feature is really big. But even though that's the case, I personally don't think this was a bad move on Wayne's part. And let me explain that. Nearly every article or every video that's going to cover X not being known by Wayne before the feature, the initial title of the article will have you think that Wayne literally just didn't care at all about X. Literally, the article that I'm looking at, the title is Lil Wayne says he didn't know who XXXTentacion was prior to feature, and has a picture of him shrugging, like nonchalantly. Obvious use of that picture to try to paint Wayne to seem like he literally just doesn't even care, doesn't know anything, like he just wanted the feature. But from that title and that picture alone, you don't get the entire story. Wayne says that it's true he didn't know who X was, but he says that it was Mac Main's idea. He brought him the feature, he brought him the vocals, and Wayne loved it and said he just needed to get his verses ready. The article also states that after Wayne heard the feature and heard a bit of X's story, he went off and Googled him and researched him. He didn't just take the feature and not do anything else, as the title and the first image you see on this article would suggest. These titles, these articles, the way they are used to try to hook readers in is very dangerous to the average person. I've seen about 3 tweets already, and this story just came out this morning, saying things along the lines of, wow, I can't believe Wayne would do this. That seems so disrespectful to X. If that's how you take Wayne being brought a feature by an artist that he hadn't heard of and then searching up that artist to learn more about him, if you take that as disrespect, then you can believe what you believe. But the fact that Wayne went in, did his research, and looked up X once he heard the feature says something else. The fact that he didn't even know who X was already speaks volumes. You can't clout chase someone if you don't know if they have any clout to begin with. So to me, personally, I think Wayne did nothing wrong here. There's no clout chase, there's no disrespect. He just loved the feature. The fact that he even featured X on the Carter is a sign that he respects his ability. If he didn't like the feature, he wouldn't have taken it. The fact that Wayne didn't know who X was beforehand, it kind of just speaks to Wayne not really knowing newer artists, I guess. Wayne even said in the interview that apparently he doesn't really listen to many other artists other than himself simply because he works on too much music. I don't know how true that is, but I mean, if that's the case, then that's the case. That would explain how he hadn't heard of X, even though X is kind of blown up ever since his passing, but it's understandable that there are still people who don't know who he is, even if it is Wayne. But maybe that's just me. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know.